project of almost developing 100 million people, means almost 10 crore people through this concept. And sir, this won't be just a goal. It will become reality in next 2 to 3 years. I've never seen any project like this, sir. That any free member who can earn up to $344, the sponsor of the free member can earn up to $100, and share power of our project of Vitae is really miraculous. It's like a lifetime royalty for the single post. So I would like to appreciate Mr. Axel sir, Mr. Alex sir, Mr. Sunil Dutt, and Mr. Jitendra, who really are working day and night to develop this India team. So now everyone will be super excited to hear from Mendy sir. And so without wasting much time, I would like to invite a leader with integrity, a man with a real honesty, a respectful personality, only beloved, the CEO of Vitae company, Mr. Mendy sir, to enlighten us about Vitae and its development. Over to you, Mendy sir.
Dr. Agarwal, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
It's a pleasure to meet you for the first time.
Thank you, sir.
And a pleasure to meet your team as well. I see we have full house today.
Yeah.
We have 500 people here on Zoom, and I guess on YouTube Live we're also attending, which means there are more people to join here, which is actually a very, very great feeling. And I'm proud of that. Tell me, what would you like to discuss today with us? What would you like me to do today here?
Sir, initially regarding the vision, regarding the mission of Vitae, exactly how we started with the idea, and what was the last 2 years, the journey about Vitae, and what is the Vitae at present.
So let us start with the journey when we started in 2018, when this idea came into place. Well, obviously, I always say that in my meetings, ideas thrive through problems that people see in the market, and then they come with an idea to provide solutions to these problems. However, we took it to the next level. I don't know where the noise is coming from. I hope it's not from me.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. So we'll be having Hindi translation also, so that people can understand more in deep.
Come again, please.
We'll have Hindi translation also, means whatever you speak, no, we'll have a Hindi translation with Jitendra sir.
All right.
Jitendra, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear, no problem.
Yeah. So you can go ahead.
Yes.
You want to translate, Jitendra?
Yeah, I'll translate, no problem, sir.
All right. Anyhow, what I was saying is that we decided to take the solution that we want to provide to a next level. And what do I mean by that is, let us start with the idea where we started originally. What was the problem then? What kind of solution did we provide in the last 2 years? But actually, is our system designed to be here only for the first 2 years? Or are we looking at a long-term, great vision?
मैंने से बता रहे हैं कि अपना जो वीटे की जो जर्नी है वो शेयर कर रहे हैं कि वीटे कैसे शुरू हुआ 2018 से, और 2018 में क्या प्रॉब्लम थे, और ये 2 साल में क्या प्रॉब्लम्स का क्या सॉल्यूशन लाए हैं, और आगे चल के क्या वीटे 2 साल के लिए ही है क्या या बहुत बड़े लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए, उसके बारे में बताएंगे. यस सर.
All right. So we had an idea in our head, and the first thing that we did was talking about we got to have a new social media platform that provides free speech for people, that it sells no data of its customers, and doesn't bother them with the advertisements. That was the first thing that we did, putting our very idea from the mind to a paper, from a paper to development.
सबसे पहले उनको जब आइडिया आई थी तो उन्हें एक नए सोशल मीडिया के बारे में सोचा था जो जो मतलब निष्पक्ष सब अपनी बातें रख सके और हमारा जो जो जानकारी है वो कोई बेचे नहीं और वहाँ पर कोई एडवर्टाइजिंग नहीं होना चाहिए। ये सबसे पहले उनको जो आइडिया आई थी फिर वो उन्होंने लिखा पेपर पे डाला और फिर उसको अमल में लाया। यस सर।
All right. What we actually did in the last year, besides having the platform running to its functionalities for both the idea of the platform, the idea of the people building the platform, and the form of payment to the platform, is actually behind the scenes where people thought that we are quite quiet. Yeah. Behind the scenes, we have built the state-of-the-art social media new platform that will sustain for a lifetime.
जो उन्होंने आइडिया को जो अमल में लाया उसमें पूरा सोशल मीडिया का पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार किया और जैसे आप सब जानते हैं पूरा पेमेंट सिस्टम पूरा नीचे से पूरा शुरू है और अभी उन्होंने ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म तैयार करके रखा है जो बहुत लंबे तक लाइफ टाइम तक चलेगा। यस सर।
Now, when you ask me what's the difference between the current version and the new version, the answer is very simple. It still belongs to the journey that we did from 2018, at the end of 2018, December 26th, 2018, up until today, January 20th, 2021. Yeah. The journey was, first of all, putting the idea from the mind on paper, from paper to something. But at the same time, we also started building the platform that we want to use for the long term. And this is what we're very excited to know, that the new social media platform is completely a different story. You see, we will go down in downtime on January 27th, which is in 1 week from now, up until the 31st of January. And then on February 1st, we will launch our new social media platform, which is the new social media platform as well that will take us to public launch afterwards.
अभी अगर आप उनसे एक सवाल पूछे कि अभी जो करंट प्लेटफॉर्म है और जो नया प्लेटफॉर्म है उसमें क्या फर्क है, तो अभी का जो करंट प्लेटफॉर्म था वो लोगों ने तो काम शुरू कर दिया था दिसंबर 26 2018 से ही और जैसे आप जानते हैं कि नया प्लेटफॉर्म शुरू हो गया है और 27 जनवरी को थोड़ा डाउन टाइम होगा और उसके बाद 1 फरवरी को वर्ल्ड वाइड पब्लिक लॉन्च अपना न्यू लेआउट का लॉन्च होने वाला है। सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म का लेआउट का लॉन्च होगा और ये एक पहला पड़ाव होगा आगे चल के लॉन्च के लिए। यस सर।
So here's what I want you to understand. Actually, it's not what I want you to understand. Actually, what I'm asking you is to use common sense. For those of you who are currently in beta version, your story is different. You're helping us test and bring an idea to the world, right? Now, obviously, we will all understand that with the current platform, you cannot go public launch. Let's be honest with it, because it's outdated, it's old design, it's not fresh, there is no mobile version for it. It's good to bring to see if the system works, if people would like it, if people would want to have it, if the world decided to join it. But obviously, we need to prepare ourselves to go fully alpha and go in public launch ourselves to the world. We need a sustainable, robust, good product that people will use, people will like, the colors, the layout. It should be user-friendly. All this kind of stuff. This is what we need in order to go to public launch. So the idea of the roadmap of 2021 actually is to take this new social media platform, add as much features that we can, one after another, to the platform. And once we are ready there, that we have the basic features that needs to be in a platform as ours, then we can go and tell the world, you know what, we are ready. Let's do it.
जैसे आप जानते हैं कि हम सब बेटा मेंबर हैं, हमें इतना एक मतलब कॉमन सेंस होनी चाहिए, हमें जानकारी होनी चाहिए कि हम अवेलेबल है अभी टेस्टिंग के लिए और आइडिएशन के लिए। और लेकिन अभी जो करंट प्लेटफॉर्म है आप भी सब जानते हैं कि क्वाइट जूना है और उसकी डिज़ाइन भी ओल्ड है, जूनी है और अभी हमें सबसे पहले जो काम करना है वो नया प्लेटफॉर्म की तैयारी करनी है। ये प्लेटफॉर्म ऐसा होना चाहिए जो बहुत सुंदर है, बहुत अपीलिंग है, बहुत अच्छा लगे, बहुत कलरफुल होना चाहिए, बहुत रोबस्ट होना चाहिए और ये ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जब आएगा उसके बाद ही हम पब्लिक लॉन्च के बारे में सोच सकते हैं। तो ये सबसे बड़ा हमारा पहला पड़ाव है पब्लिक लॉन्च के लिए। तो ये जो नया सोशल मीडिया होगा वो इतना अच्छा होगा कि एकदम लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इतने अच्छे उनके फीचर्स होंगे कि सब लोग यूज करेंगे, सबको अच्छा लगेगा और ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग जुड़ेंगे। यस सर।
Now, if you look at the big picture, yeah, one must understand that if you look at the big picture, to me, the launch of the new social media platform on February 1st is the first phase of going public. Meaning this is the last steps that we need to prepare before we go public. Up until now, we were busy of establishing the idea into a format online. Seeing if there's interest from the market. How does it build? Does it work? Does it not work? What needs to be fixed? What do we need to add? What ideas can come up? How do we perfectionize this complete idea before we go even public? You see, because once you go public, there's no way back. This was what we did up until now. Now we feel we are ready. We have everything in the making. All the features are written and are already in the making. And we strongly feel that 2021 is the year that we will go public launch because everything is set. The structure is in place, both from company-wise, both from the network, both from the token, both from the entire IT department for the product. Everything is set in place. Now we just need to follow orders and complete documents of what is written into reality, which is already happening as we speak. So this is the first phase towards the public launch. For the very first time, February 1st, 2021, is when we really set our foundation that we know, okay, this is what we have built. This is the right way to do it. Let's do it on this way. Let's complete our paperwork and present it to the world.
जैसा उन्होंने बताया कि जो सोशल मीडिया का प्लेटफॉर्म का जो लेआउट का पूरा लॉन्च होगा, ये सबसे पहला फेज है पब्लिक जाने के लिए। अभी तक हमने जो काम किया है वो एक आइडिया से एक ऑनलाइन लेके गए हम और उससे हमने देखा कि क्या इंटरेस्टिंग है, क्या अच्छा है, क्या चेंजेस करना चाहिए, क्या ऐड करना चाहिए, क्या परिवर्तन लाना चाहिए, वो सब चीज़ हमने अभी तक काम किया था। लेकिन अगर हम पब्लिक लॉन्च करते हैं तो हमें ये सुनिश्चित करना पड़ेगा कि उसके बाद हम पीछे नहीं जा सकते। पब्लिक लॉन्च के तक अपना जो सोशल मीडिया का पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म है वो एकदम सही होना चाहिए, परफेक्ट होना चाहिए, बराबर चलना चाहिए। और उसके लिए हमने जितना भी काम करना था, जो फीचर्स लाने थे, वो सब चीज़ हमने बैकग्राउंड में काम कर लिया। अभी तक जो काम चल रहा था वो सब कुछ कर लिया। सब फीचर सब कुछ तैयारी है। और इसमें जैसे अपना टोकन के बारे में बोले, प्लेटफॉर्म के बारे में बोले, नेटवर्क के बारे में बोले, आईटी डिपार्टमेंट के बारे में बोले, सब जगह से टोटल प्रोडक्ट का जो डिजाइन सब की पूरी तैयारी हो गई है। तो अभी हमें 1 फरवरी को इसका सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म का लेआउट का पूरा लॉन्च करना है और उसके बाद हम ये साल में फिर पब्लिक लॉन्च करेंगे। यस सर। इसमें सिर्फ एक पेपर डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बाकी है। तो जैसे हम बात करें ऐसा काम चल रहा है डॉक्यूमेंटेशन का। तो जैसा वो पेपर वर्क का डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पूरा हो जाएगा उसके बाद हम तैयार हो जाएंगे पब्लिक लॉन्च के लिए। यस सर, सॉरी।
So this is the journey I want to take you today with this call is understanding the bigger picture. You see, every person that sits on this very call, we have now 500 here on Zoom. We have multiple more on YouTube. Each and every one of you is a member in this platform. One has been touched by his upline. The other one has been touched by his friend. The other one has his journey with the connection that brought him in maybe in previous stories. And everybody was this one point that you said to you know what? I like this idea. I want to join this idea. And this is very cool. And that's actually very nice. And the interest of the company that people should love our concept, should love our vision. And for that reason, join. However, we as a company, we have a different picture. We got to look from a bigger perspective, not just every one individual. See? You can go and translate that.
Yes, sure. जैसे एक बिगर पिक्चर की बात करते हैं कि जहाँ पे आज जो भी जितने भी लोग हैं, जूम पूरा 500 से बड़ा पड़ा है, यूट्यूब में बहुत सारे लोग हैं और मतलब यहाँ पर हर व्यक्ति एक मेंबर है जो शायद एक अपने अपलाइन की तरफ से आया, एक फ्रेंड की तरफ से आया, तो प्रीवियस उसने जो काम किया उसके हिसाब से वो दिख के आया है। और हम सब ने, हर एक व्यक्ति ने एक डिसीजन किया है कि हमें आइडिया लाइक करती है, हमें ये आइडिया को ज्वाइन करना है। और ये कॉन्सेप्ट और विजन से हम सब जुड़े हैं। तो ये एक अपनी तरफ की बात है, लेकिन कंपनी को भी अपने हिसाब से एक बिगर पिक्चर देखना जरूरी है। यस सर।
This is what I want to explain to you. To start as a member thinking bit company wise and looking at a bigger picture, even though it doesn't address yourself. What do I mean by that? I mean by that the following. Understand that you are a piece of a big puzzle. You are a piece of a bigger picture. See me as a co-founder and as a visionary to where I want to take this vision. I can see Vitay's platform with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions and maybe billions of users. I can see that in my mind. I have a very crystal clear picture in my mind. But I know one thing. Without you, I'm never going to get there. And not necessarily you, the team here today. You, I mean the people. Because what I see in my mind, it's hundreds of millions of users. I need those 100 millions of users. And the only way to get to them is by exposing this story, this vision every single day, again and again and again and again. However, if one understands or tries to understand that very picture that I'm talking about, one will also feel, okay, this is what needs to happen in order to get to these next levels. Having a red ID into your team doesn't block the entire vision of Vitay. Having 2 red IDs, 5, 10, 20, 50 red IDs in your first few levels doesn't stop the story of Vitay. Doesn't stop the bigger picture of Vitay. You see, if you have 50 red IDs in your account, it might be your problem. It is not a problem that the company cannot grow, that the company cannot go wide. The first thing you must understand is, why did those accounts turn red in the first place? The answer is very simple, because they don't see the bigger picture. If a person sees the bigger picture, he understands why he joined in a beta phase before it is all ready to set it out to the world. He said, no, I don't want to wait before the entire world wants to have it. I want to be there in now. Well, the person that says, I want to be in there now, obviously understands a bigger picture. If he became red, he doesn't understand the bigger picture. Then why did he join now? I know that with the time, over the years, he will become green again, because the RRS will make him green again through the units that he has planted in the garden. Yeah, I understand that. But now, as of now, why should somebody join now versus public launch? Ask yourself this question. It's because one simple reason, because a person says, you know what, I see where this is going. I want to be there now. I want to be there from the beginning. I want to be able to tell people the story. Hey, I was there when it got built. I remember what was before we went public launch. I can witness it myself. It's not a story from my upline. It's not a story from my friend, and not a story from a family member. It is my story. I've been there. I remember when this little baby was still a little baby, and now it's that huge and that's humongous and so impacting the entire world, and so much has changed the entire world. I was there from the birth. See, when you look at the father to a child, a father doesn't want to see his child the first time when he's 18 years old. He wants to see this child the second, and so is the mother. The second it gets born, and they want to live through every single second that this child is living, moving, laughing, smiling, and even crying. This is what a father and a mother wants. This is what parents want. This is what grandparents want. They want to see everything. The first time they start to crawl, the first time the child starts to walk, the first time it tries to say the first daddy or mommy, the first noises that comes out, that's what a child wants to see. You have a long-term vision. When you bring a child to the world, you have a long-term vision for this child. You want him to be a successful life, a joyful life, a happy life, a prosperous life, a really good life. You want to see him grow old. You wish the day to see in your last day how successful he is in the last of your days. You don't want to see him terminated in the young age. This is not what you want to see as a parent. So when you look in the long-term picture ahead, as a young father, as a young man, before you bring this child to the world, yeah, you say, what I want to see at the end, I want to enjoy the entire ride of it. I want to see the growth. I want to see how it happened. I want to see the challenges. I want to see how he tackles the obstacles. I want to see everything that happens. If you took Vitay, that kind of vision, as a father, as a mother to a child, you would understand what I'm currently speaking about. Red IDs disappear one after another. If you can explain what I just said to one person to another, if $200 blocks you, if 199.99 credits or whatever, blocks you from seeing what I just explained to you, you're in the wrong place, in the wrong time, in the wrong moment, and in the wrong town. Sorry, but this is the truth. This is the whole truth. It's looking at a bigger picture. Why should you join Beta? Why shouldn't you wait? Why should you join something that has hiccups, that has downtimes, that has sometimes technical issues, that has no support in your language at some places, that the website is not in your language? Why should you do it? Why shouldn't you wait when everything is set for you? The entire world doesn't want to join now. It's only those who are visionaries, those who understand the bigger picture. They say, you know what? This is my time. And I'm actually angry at my upline that he didn't tell me that 1 year ago. Because I want to know what those who were here before me, what they went through up until now. So I can appreciate what I already have. See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Jitendra, I hope you still remember everything.
Yes, sir, I remember. No problem. No problem, sir. Sure. कंपनी वाइज अपना एक बिगर पिक्चर की बात कर रहे हैं कि जैसे हम भी एक पीस ऑफ पजल में, एक बड़ा पिक्चर में हम भी उसके एक भाग है, और हमें एक इस कंपनी की विजन के साथ हमें जुड़ना है. आगे चल के उनको बहुत क्लियर है कि हंड्रेड्स ऑफ लोग जुड़ेंगे, मिलियंस लोग जुड़ेंगे, बिलियंस ऑफ लोग भी कंपनी में जुड़ेंगे, और एकदम क्रिस्टल क्लियर है उनके माइंड में कि विटे का ग्रोथ ऐसा होने वाला है, मिलियंस लोग जुड़ेंगे. तो लेकिन अभी क्या, अभी आपका क्या? अभी आप सोच रहे हैं कि रेड आईडी है, शायद 2 है, क्या शायद 10 है, शायद 50 है, और शायद उससे ज्यादा है. लेकिन हमें सोचना है कि ये रेड आईडी हुई क्यों? क्योंकि हमने बिगर पिक्चर देखा नहीं. बराबर है. हम अगर बेटा में हम जुड़े हैं तो बेटा में वही लोग जुड़ते हैं जो बिगर पिक्चर देखा है, और जो लोग समझते हैं कि ये सिस्टम में जुड़ने से एक बहुत बड़ा फायदा है. आगे चल के ये भी बात सच है कि क्योंकि आर्डर सिस्टम है, और आगे चल के जो गार्डन में जो प्लांट हो गया है, तो गार्डन से आपकी जो यूनिट है उससे आपकी आईडी ग्रीन हो जाएगी. लेकिन वो एक बड़ा सवाल नहीं है. सवाल ये देखना है कि अभी अगर आप बीटे में जुड़े तो उसका एक कारण है आप क्यों बीटे में जुड़े हैं, और आपको मेरे साथ ये एक बिगर पिक्चर का आपको शामिल होना है, क्योंकि आप अभी से आप बीटा के टाइम से है. उन्होंने एक एग्जांपल दिया, जैसे समझो एक बेबी है, उसकी माँ है और उसके पिताजी है, तो वो ऐसा नहीं देखते कि वो 18 साल का होगा तब उन्हें वो बच्चे को देखना है कि 18 साल में वो कैसा दिखता है. उसे वो बच्चे के जन्म से हर सेकंड से देखना है. उसे बच्चे को देखना है कि कैसे कभी वो हंसता है, कभी वो रोता है, कभी वो मतलब सुना होता है, कभी वो चलता है, कभी वो क्रॉल करना शुरू करता है. एक छोटी बातें एक डैड या एक मॉम या ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को देखने की इच्छा होती है. और तो यही जो एक सक्सेसफुल जो जर्नी है वो उन्होंने देखा है, और वो कहते हैं कि हम भी क्योंकि बीटा फेस है तो हमें भी एक ऐसा विजन रखना है कि एक फादर और मदर का रखना है. और कोई भी अगर पेरेंट होता है तो वो चाहता है कि उसका बच्चा सक्सेसफुल होए, हैप्पी होए, आगे चल के मतलब बहुत प्रगति करे. ऐसा नहीं कि वो टर्मिनेट हो जाए, कि वो खत्म हो जाए. उसके लिए कोई माँ बाप अपने बच्चे को पैदा नहीं करते. अब माँ बाप हर वक्त अपने बच्चे के साथ रहते हैं. वो चाहते हैं कि उनका बच्चा बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल हो और बहुत ही आगे बढ़े, और सबके लिए कल्याणकारी है. तो ये आपको, अगर आप बीटा फेज में आए तो आपको एक टाइप की एक ओनरशिप लेनी पड़ेगी, और हमें देखना है कि जैसे बीटे है तो उसमें बहुत सारे ग्रोथ आएंगे, बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस आएंगे, बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टेकल्स आएंगे. तो वो पूरी जर्नी देखनी है, पूरी जर्नी एक्सपीरियंस करनी है, और पूरी जर्नी के साथ हमें आगे चल के सक्सेसफुल होना है, और बहुत आगे बढ़ना है. तो अगर आप ये विजन के साथ में अगर बीटा टेस्टर है तो फिर आप ये जुड़ेंगे. क्योंकि नहीं तो फिर आप क्यों जुड़ते हो? क्योंकि बहुत सारे हिकअप्स आ सकते हैं, बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम आ सकते हैं, वेबसाइट आपके भाषा में नहीं है, डाउन टाइम होता है, कभी कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है, तो आप अभी क्यों जुड़ते हो? ज्यादातर तो लोग पूरे वर्ल्ड में है वो तो सब पब्लिक लॉन्च के बाद ही जुड़ेंगे. अगर आप अभी जुड़े हैं तो आपको एक टाइप का एक विजन के साथ, कंपनी के साथ जुड़ना पड़ेगा. और एक और है कि ये जो भी टाइम अभी चल रहा है, आपको देखना है कि आपको एक बहुत अच्छा एक एडवांटेज है। और आप तो मतलब अगर आप रियली विजन को समझे तो आप तो अपने अपलाइन के ऊपर नाराज हो जाएंगे कि मुझे 1 साल पहले ये क्यों नहीं बताया। कि और आप ज़्यादा अप्रिशिएट करेंगे क्योंकि कंपनी ने बहुत सारी तकलीफें देखी है और तो भी आज सक्सेसफुल है। तो भी आएगी, एक अच्छे पड़ाव पे है जहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा पायदान रखने वाली है सक्सेस का। यस सर।
Now, why am I saying all that? One of my main visions for the year 2021, in terms of as your chief commercial officer, is to start changing the culture that happens in our team, that happens in our network. See, up until now, many people have joined, they heard an idea, yes, sounds good, maybe we can make money, maybe not, maybe whatever. Yeah, some people, everybody has an idea. Before we public launch, we also got to prepare our network. And this is by all having the same culture, the same mindset, and the same line of how we view and how we build this business. Yeah, because this is a business, and this is a big business with a big dream and a big vision and a big, big goal to attend to. Yeah. This is one of my main things on my table for the year 2021 for the entire network. Yeah. The entire team is to start looking at a bigger picture. Teach people to look at a bigger picture. Talk to those red IDs you have in your team, telling them, you know what? Maybe I did a mistake. Maybe I sold you wrong information. Maybe I didn't understand it as well. And nothing is wrong with that. I'm human as much as you are. But here's what I found. The truth, the reality, the bigger picture. And I want to share it again with you. And I want you to join me and rejoin me by reclaiming that fundamental truth, that fundamental vision that we have, and we are part of building it. We don't want to be the parents that didn't look at their children when they were born and missed out their growth. This is not who we want to be. We want to be that good, loving parent. We want our children to love us as well. And believe me, whether you see it as a parent to a child or from a child to a parent, if you give the maximum of yourself to this child, to this baby, Vite, who is just 2 years old now, this child will give you love back. Whether you understand it in your feelings or not, try to picture it to yourself. Close your eyes and try to say to yourself, this child will give me love back. If we put our maximum effort to this child, to this baby will be so successful. It will thrive so high. It will give us so much back, the purest love you can ever have for your life, and change completely your life, growing global prosperity in its fullest meaning. Really fullest meaning.
मैं जैसे कंपनी का सीसी हूँ, चीफ कमर्शियल ऑफिसर हूँ, तो इसलिए मैं बहुत जरूरी मुझे ये आपके साथ शेयर करने के लिए कि देखिए आप ये कंपनी जुड़े हैं, आपको कोई आइडिया होगी कि यहाँ पर हम पैसे बना सकते हैं और ऐसे बना सकते हैं, वैसे बना सकते हैं, ऐसे आपको कहा गया होगा और आप जुड़े हैं। लेकिन ये पब्लिक लॉन्च के पहले मुझे ये सुनिश्चित करना है 2021 में ही कि जितने भी लोग मेरे साथ आज काम करते हैं वो टोटली पूरी अलाइंड है कंपनी के विजन के साथ। क्योंकि पब्लिक लॉन्च के पहले मुझे ऐसा एक नेटवर्क चाहिए जो पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट से, अपने माइंडसेट से पूरा वीटे के फिलोसॉफी के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है। अगर आपने कोई अपलाइन ने कुछ गलत कहा है तो कि ऐसे जुड़ जाओ, ऐसे पैसे आ जाएंगे, वैसा काम हो जाएगा, तो ठीक है, कुछ ना कुछ गलत नहीं है, आप भी ह्यूमन हो, आप भी इंसान हो और इंसान गलती करता है। तो गलती के बारे में आप ऐसा अपनी टीम के साथ कम्युनिकेट करें। लेकिन एक बात सही है कि इसका एक बहुत बड़ा ड्रीम है, एक बहुत बड़ा विजन है 2021 के लिए। और देखिए फंडामेंटल ट्रूथ और विजन के साथ हमें आगे काम करना है। हम ऐसे पेरेंट्स हैं, ऐसे हम माँ बाप हैं जिसे हमें अपने बच्चे को बड़ा होते देखना है। ये हमारा बच्चा है। आप अपने बच्चे की तरफ देखो या ये वीटे को आप एज अ बच्चे, एज अ पेरेंट की जैसा देखिए, लेकिन ये आपका है और हमें मैक्सिमम इधर आगे काम करना है। 2 साल से बहुत अच्छा काम चला है और अगर ये 2 साल से काम के बाद अगर आगे चल के जो इसकी जो ग्रोथ आने वाली है और हम देखेंगे कि ये हमारा बच्चा जिसको हम बचपन से देखे और हमने सबने साथ में काम किया और आगे बढ़े हैं, आप ऐसे देखेंगे कि ये बच्चा आपको बहुत सारा प्यार वापस देगा और ये इतना सक्सेसफुल होगा, इतना अच्छा होगा कि आगे चल के मतलब आपको कोई चिंता नहीं होगी लाइफ में। और ये जरूर 100% सक्सेसफुल होने वाला है और ये आप सही मायने में आप समझेंगे, जानेंगे, मानेंगे और देखेंगे कि ग्रोइंग ग्लोबल प्रॉस्पेरिटी कैसे होता है और ये सुनिश्चित वीटे करेगा। यस सर।
I'm with you. I just took a sip. What I share with you today is something that I've never done that before. This is one of my main things to thrive for 2021. Help people understand what is it that we do, what is it that we have to offer to the world. This is not a one-stop shop for a game or try to hit the lottery or an investment plan. No, if this is what you expected, I'm sorry. Please leave. And I'm asking the community to expel those kind of people as well. Coming out with all kind of stories that I'm telling myself, oh my God, me as a Kel founder, I don't even recognize this story. So don't hesitate to this name, because whatever you tell their story there is not the story. And I invite you all to join our Zoom calls that we make. Yeah. So you have the information over and over up until you start getting the story, why and what our vision is. Yeah. And this is very, very important. This is very important. The good news is that we have gone through in 2 small years, we have achieved so much to already be able to lay the foundation of what we really want and what we would like to public launch with. Of course, even after public launch, you always add, you always tweak, you always change, you always adapt, because this is how it's happened, especially in beta. You got to adapt, change. Things are changing, and they change sometimes very, very fast. Yeah, which is good, because you want to come better. You watch the competition. You want to grow. You want to do better. You want to give more. You want to do a success story. Yeah. But the good news is that after 2 years in such a fast pace, we have already our foundation ready, that the first step starts on February 1st with launching the new platform. This is why we decided to celebrate that moment. This is a moment of celebration. This is a moment of achievement. This is a moment that we have done something. We accomplished something the last 2 years. And this is why we have launched a new incentive starting from yesterday, the 19th, up until the 26th of January. All people who recruit personally 4 people this week, between the 19th from yesterday up until and the 26th of January. And those people can upgrade up until February 3rd, which means between 1 and 3 February. If you have 4 direct people recruited, you will get an additional approximately 2 weeks later of launch. You will, of the new social media platform launch, I think half February, you will get another 100 credits on your credits account. This is why we celebrate this moment, because we know that from now, we're entering real speed. We're entering real speed. I can guarantee you one thing. It doesn't matter today when the public launch date will be in the year of 2021. Whatever happens, there will be so much more coming in between that is going to be exciting over and over, and it's going to be enthusiastic. So imagine if public launch will be in the end of December 2021, there's a lot to happen in this year then. Whether it's happening maybe next month, then there's so tiny to happen, right? You want to have all this stuff before public launch, because you know by yourself that when this goes viral, when this goes public launch, you want to show the world what you have and what you possess. And the question is very simple that you got to ask yourself. And I would like maybe to finish today with that idea. The question that you got to ask yourself is, you know in yourself, it could take maximum up to another 11 months, because we are virtually at the end of January. Yeah. With a minimum maybe of a month too. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. This is the maximum that could happen before you go public launch. Before we go public launch. Now, the question you got to ask yourself, how do you want to be in public launch? You want to stand there alone? Or you want to have a massive team of people that have connections, yeah, and can spread the word to the world? Now, obviously, free membership is not involved yet before public launch. It's only upgraded membership. But understand that every person that is an upgraded membership understands what's coming and what's the opportunity. I believe every person knows at least 100 people. At least 100 people, right? I mean, we all have more than 100 contacts through our email, Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, whatever, right? Imagine if you have 5 people in your team. That means public launch, you at least got to have 500 people in your team when they invite them. But if you have 5,000 people in your team, There's 500,000 people in your team after public launch. The question is, how many people will you be able to bring in before public launch to tell the idea at public launch to free members? Understand that if you have 50,000 people in your team, you can explode in 1 minute to 5 million members in your team. Ask yourself today this question: how far am I willing to go? How far do I want to go? How big am I want to growing? That's the question you got to ask yourself. So today I want you to think for that. Hold on. This is the time frame that I can possibly maximum have. This could be the lowest. It depends on your timing. How hard you hit it. How many meetings you possess in one day. How many team meetings do you do? How many Zoom calls do you do? And for those of you who don't live in really strict areas of COVID, how many live events can you do? And believe me, I would wish to do some live events. I would wish to come over to India and present this opportunity to you. I would love to. To you, and there's other teams in India as well. I would love to. I've said it many times. I would love to fly to Ghana. I would love to fly to Vietnam. I would love to fly to all these countries and present this opportunity. But unfortunately, due to COVID, we cannot do this way. So we have to do it through Zoom calls. And I cannot attend at the same time 5 Zoom calls. It's impossible. I got to be sometimes here and sometimes somewhere else. And I'm looking at other countries to open as well. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Ask yourself who is going to be the main leader, the main lion, the most recognized person who really did it before public launch and created a massive growth in his team, knowing that when this button opens up to a public launch, you hit that button so hard, you and your entire team, that you see exponential growth like no day before, like no tomorrow. If you understand that, you will understand. If you can answer these questions to yourself, you will understand the difference. Why join now versus after public launch?
उन्होंने बताया कि 2021 में उन्हें एक चीज बताना है कि अगर आप ऐसे समझ के आए कि कोई वन स्टॉप शॉप है, कोई गेम है, कोई लॉटरी है, कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान है, तो ये वो सब चीज नहीं है. तो ये सब स्टोरी सब गलत है. दिस इज नॉट इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान. आपको ये सब चीज बोलना नहीं है, एकदम गलत बात है. और आपको ये चीज किसी के भी साथ शेयर नहीं करनी है. और मैं आपको ये जरूर इनवाइट करूंगा कि अभी हमारे बहुत सारे जूम कॉल चालू हो गए, तो आप वो जूम कॉल्स में आइए, आप बात को वीटे की स्टोरी को समझिए, वीटे की विजन को समझिए, और वही बात आप आगे चल के आप लोगों से बात कीजिए. 2 साल में हमने एक बहुत अच्छा फाउंडेशन लेकर दिया है, और आगे चल के जब पब्लिक लॉन्च होगा तो उसके बाद तो पूरा बहुत बड़ा ग्रोथ आने वाला है. इसलिए अब अभी बहुत जरूरी है कि आप जो बीटा मेंबर है, तो आप लोग को देखना है कि जो पहला जो काम हो रहा है, जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया, जो फीचर रिच हमारा जो सोशल मीडिया का ये आने वाला है, प्रोडक्ट आने वाला है, तो उससे हमें एक सेलिब्रेट भी करना है, एक अचीवमेंट भी है हमारा, एक अकम्प्लिशमेंट है. तो इसलिए मैंने एक नया इंसेंटिव भी मैंने अनाउंस किया है कि अभी जो 19 तारीख से 26 तारीख तक इतने दिनों में जो भी 4 लोगों को रजिस्टर करता है, और आप उसकी भले अभी रजिस्टर्ड आप 19 से 26 तक कर दीजिए, और उसकी अपग्रेडेशन भले 1 फरवरी से 3 फरवरी तक होगा तब भी चलेगा, तो वो व्यक्ति को 100 क्रेडिट्स दिए जाएंगे. ये 100 क्रेडिट्स उनको अबाउट 2 हफ्ते के लेआउट के लॉन्च के बाद, मतलब 15 दिन के अंदर 1 फरवरी के बाद उनके अकाउंट में क्रेडिट आ जाएगा, 100 क्रेडिट का क्रेडिट आ जाएगा. तो ये हम बहुत अच्छा एक सेलिब्रेशन रखा है सभी बीटा मेंबर्स के लिए. और देखिए, हम तो आगे चल के बहुत तेजी से ज्वाइन होने वाले हैं. पब्लिक लॉन्च 2021 में होने वाला है. और लेकिन आपको एक बात समझनी है कि समझो 1 महीने बाद अगर मैं पब्लिक लॉन्च करता हूँ, तो आपको देखना है कि पब्लिक लॉन्च के पहले आपको क्या होना चाहिए. आपके सिर्फ आप एक होने चाहिए. मैं इतना समझता हूँ कि हर व्यक्ति के पास 100 लोग हैं. 100 पीपल सबको जानते हैं, सब जानते हैं. आपके फेसबुक में होगा, आपके व्हाट्सएप में कांटेक्ट होगा, आपके जान पहचान में लोग होंगे. तो आप अकेले होंगे तो आप 100 लोग से बात कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आपकी 5 की टीम है, तो अगर वो 100 लोग को जोड़ेंगे पब्लिक लॉन्च के बाद, तो जब फ्री मेंबर्स भी आएंगे तो 500 हो जाएंगे. अगर आपके पास 5,000 है तो 5 लाख हो जाएंगे. अगर आप 50,000 लोग की अगर आपकी टीम है, तो वो 5 मिलियन लोग को भी जोड़ सकते हैं. तो आपको देखना है कि हाउ फार आपको जाना है. आपको 5 से करना है, 5,000 करना है, 50,000 करना है, कितनी बड़ी टीम करनी है। और जो बड़ा व्यक्ति है, जो बड़ा लीडर है, जो बड़ा काम करेगा, जो विजन के साथ आगे काम करेगा, वो बहुत लंबा जाएगा, क्योंकि ये बहुत बहुत बड़ा होने वाला है। और उन्होंने बहुत अच्छी एक बात बताई कि उन्हें तो मतलब आना भी है, उनको इंडिया में आना है, गाना में जाना है, उनको वियतनाम में जाना है, हम सबको मिलना है, लेकिन कोविड के कारण वो नहीं आ सकते हैं। और इसलिए सब जूम मीटिंग से ही अभी सब काम चल रहा है, और बहुत सारी जूम मीटिंग्स होती है। और मतलब एक साथ में आप भी समझते हैं कि एक साथ में 2 या 3 5 मीटिंग में तो कोई भी व्यक्ति नहीं जा सकता है। एक के बाद एक मीटिंग चालू होती है, तो और भी आगे मीटिंग्स होगी, तो वो लुक फॉरवर्ड करते हैं कि हम सबसे बात करेंगे और टच में रहेंगे, और उनको तो जरूर आके विजिट भी करना है। लेकिन फिर उन्होंने ये वो बात बताई कि अभी से पब्लिक लॉन्च के पहले आपको सुनिश्चित करना है, आपको 5 होना है या 5,000 होना है, और जिससे आगे चल के पब्लिक लॉन्च के बाद आप अपना एक सक्सेस देखेंगे। यस सर।
Doctor,
Yes, sir.
first question, did Jitendra do a good job today?
Pardon, sir?
Did Jitendra do a good job today?
Excellent, sir. Excellent.
Oh, very good.
Your visions are so strong, no, sir. So automatically everything, the motivation what we get is tremendous.
Without a vision, you don't get that far.
Yeah. Your vision
You need
is
a
really
strong
strong.
vision. You need a strong vision. What I'm asking you is to keep teaching that every single day to your team.
Yeah.
And when you encounter challenges, when people come with obstacles, with excuses, when it's so hard and I don't find and that, etc., show them the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Show them every single day. Feed them with this positivity. Feed them with motivation. Feed them with vision, because ultimately that's what wins. That's what drives me every single day, through every challenge, through every hill and valley. Believe me, the challenges that I face on a daily basis are not easy to tackle.
I understand.
But it's always the next step that takes me forward, that tells me this is here to pass. This is not to stay, this challenge. I'm going to overcome this one because I want to get to the next level. And all the pessimists and the egos, etc., that is on the way, I push them away because I see my goal. This is where we want to get. All right?
Yes,
I
sir.
hope
we also have a very big target, sir. 100 million, and that's 100% within next 2 years. We will achieve it, sir. And all these leaders are, and all these leaders, these 500 leaders, these are core leaders, sir. So already we have a good team with us, and we are developing in a very good way. We are giving them proper education, proper teaching, and all about the new PPT. The new PPT also we liked a lot, and we are progressing on that basis only, sir.
Which is amazing. Look, from our side, there's a lot of work to do as well, and people expect much faster reactions as well. I can assure you that we take stuff very seriously that we take from the field, and only here to optimize and have a better result to the market, to get it more fluent, more fast. We're still understaffed. Doesn't matter how many people we took lately upon in the company structure. We're still understaffed. You know, the more you grow, the more you feel you're understaffed, and sometimes people do 2 jobs at the same time. But this is how it is. We're building so far, and if we want to know if we're going to continue looking forward, if we're going to succeed, look at what we achieved up until now. We know if we did that, we can go on. There's always that thing that you think, okay, this is the biggest that I've ever dealt with, but it's not true. There's always a new challenge coming, but there's always a new chance coming.
Yeah. And we're also teaching in the same format only, that this is like, building a success stories. So all the pioneer members will build their own success story. And after 2 years down the line, they will say that we were the pioneer members in that, and this is my success story. This is before Vitae and this is after Vitae. So every pioneer member will have his own success story, and that we will do it.
True that. I hope you were satisfied with our call today, that we covered all the topics.
Yeah.
I wish you all a lot of success. I'm going to bump off to my next Zoom call, which I was supposed to be 4 minutes ago, but it looks like I'm delaying from one to another, but never mind. I hope they let me in, that they don't tackle issues.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for your time. we really appreciate it. Thank you.
And tomorrow evening at 8:30 CET, which is probably
1 a.m. India time.
1 a.m. India time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll discuss even further stuff, from our company channel, which means I will be addressing this event as well. So I hope to see you there. I wish you lots of success with the incentive. I want to see a lot of people of your team reaching that goal, so be able to be very happy and give them another 100 credits of their work in order to celebrate this great moment. And see you when I see you, hopefully tomorrow.
Sure, sir. 100%.
Work hard.
Sure, sir.
Work very hard, because it's going to pay out.
Yes, sir. We understand.
It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be humongous, literally humongous.
Right, sir.
We're really building a stunning platform. Really, I mean it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Sir.
Guys,
Thanks
goodbye.
a lot, sir, for giving us that time. So,
Enjoy.
sir,
Much success.
yeah. So from
Have a
behalf of
lovely
all the
day.
leaders and all the people, once again, we thank you. A really esteemed leader, really a visionary leader, really a role model, we can say, really a coach for us, Mandy sir, for such a good time. And thanks a lot, sir. We do wish you that you come
You're
at least once a month or something like that, so that at least we get some motivation and definitely get charged up, so that we can build, before launch, we can build it to that our target.
Look, you're more than welcome, but it goes two ways. It goes two ways. What we want to have is more growth of this team, and I'm going to come more often.
100%, sir. We will have it. We will have it.
Let's do it.
We will do it, sir. We will do it.
Guys, I wish you a good night. Your evening already, but you know?
Yeah. It's already 9 years.
Yeah, but still early. There's still work to do.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Enjoy. Have a lovely night. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
So, जितेंद्र भाई थोड़ा सा समराइज कर लेते हैं.
हाँ नहीं वो तो मतलब बस उन्होंने यही बताया कि दोनों चीज के बारे में बात किया कि
मैं कर लेता हूँ.
रेडिस. हाँ आप कर लीजिए.
मैं कर लेता हूँ. फ्रेंड्स, ये जो मीटिंग हुआ है आज मैंडी सर के साथ में, तो जैसा सर ने बताया है